slide here because the reason I put it here is, and I have other slides I'm going to show. Most of the time people ask me, how can I burn the most fat? They always ask me that. And we're talking about fat, so I got to talk about fats. Okay. Females are a different species, okay? I don't know how they got that the females were made out of the ribs, but I don't know. Females respond better to a combination of aerobic and anaerobic training. And I'm going to explain what that is in a second. I used to eliminate aerobics out of my females when they were training to lose weight. The reason is I didn't see any reason to do it. But now that I know what I know, because they go through periods, women don't, they do need to do aerobics. Because the estrogen, progesterone, okay? Now, I have a chart on my slides that tells you, depending on the cycle where the woman is, that's what you should do with that female. If you have a female that is right a week before her period, don't give her any carbohydrates. And they do awesome losing fat. Okay? Why? Because their hormones are peaking, they're going to drop. Once they drop, then you need to give her carbohydrates. When a woman is on her period, by the way, this is for men. When the woman is on her period, let her eat her chocolate because they know they're going to be bitchy. One. Two is, the reason is because they measure tryptophan levels on females during their period and they're lower. And sugar will increase their tryptophan levels. Okay, now, let's go back to this here for a second. A study show now that females will respond better to aerobic than men. Women are better aerobically than men, anytime. We might beat them on time-wise first, but if you have a woman and a man, and you make them run forever, the woman is going to beat the man eventually. They're more better at metabolizing fat, in a sense. Okay, if you have a woman that wants to learn to burn fat, that woman must do aerobics, but man must not do it more than 3 times a week. Okay? If you go over that, you're going to overtrain her. Now, you got to take into consideration, is she married? Is she happy? Stress. And I'm not going to talk about that. Dr. Gallus is going to talk about stress in a second. But what I'm saying is, more than 3 times of aerobic training will affect you. Let me show you how. I have a female leg here, right? And I make her run every day, aerobically. She's running every day, right? Because you want her burning fat. You have, and this is a hypothesis, by the way. This had never been done. I have 3 types of fat in the body. You have intramuscular fat, okay? That's the fat within the muscle. You got that's the fat between the muscles, because it's outside. And you got subcutaneous fat, okay? The body tends to burn the intramuscular fat first, but the intramuscular fat doesn't burn it. Okay, in aerobic training, okay, what's happening is, I'm just going to burn this, and a little bit of subcutaneous fat, but not much. So what happens when a person is freaking running every day? I burn this, and I burn a little bit of this. What's going to body do? Because I'm doing it over and over and over. It's going to keep adding and adding. That's why you see all those people doing aerobics every day. And then you see in the next, and they're still fat. Because what they're doing is, actually the body's getting ready to do what it's supposed to do. I will get ready to what I'm doing. That's why you do not want to do aerobics every day. Because then you will stop losing fat. Because you're burning fat, so the body's going to accumulate the fat again. Remember that. Remember that. So to teach the body, you got to confuse the body. How can you do better? Then I combine anaerobic training with aerobic training. That's the best way to do it. I got some cool slides that I'm going to show you. Now, it's kind of funny here because they total calories burned. You guys see that? 2 types of cardio sessions, okay? One that has quick bursts, meaning I will do short term and then I do aerobics, or the one that just do straight aerobics. You see how much? Okay, wait a second. I want to ask you this question. I got smart people here. If my cow runs a mile or walk a mile, which one burn more calories? The same. Why? It's the same body mass. What happens is, how long it take you running the mile? It took you, let's say, 6 minutes. How long it took you to walk the mile? 12 minutes. You burn the same amount of calories as you did not burn it in the same amount of time. Got it? It's the same body, same movement. Well, not same movement, but you see what I'm saying now? That's why you cannot do freaking aerobics all the freaking time. You must change it. That's why it's better to do high intensity interval training. You must do it for females to lose weight. Now, I want to say something before you guys do that. I got trainers that